if you're a Nets fan, honestly, tonight, this is probably one of the most satisfying, exciting, and best moments of this early Brooklyn Nets season. And there's a lot of reasons to smile right now if you're a Nets fan. After the incredible effort this team did without 8 of their top players that did not play tonight, no Kevin Durant, no Kyrie Irving, no Ben Simmons, no Seth Curry, no Royce O'Neal, no Nicolas Claxton, no Joe Harris, no TJ Warren. No problem. The Nets go down to Indianapolis, Indiana, shorthanded without 8 of their top players. And the Nets pull off in an absolutely impressive display of team basketball, effort, teamwork, solid defense at the end, clutch scoring, and the Nets end up picking up the victory tonight, shorthanded, by the score of 136-133. What's going on, everybody? NYG Jeffy T85 here. And the Brooklyn Nets, my God, what can you say about the Nets right now? I've been pissed off about this basketball team for the better part of a year. This team has been so inconsistent for most of the start of the season, but you know what? This team is finally starting to catch their rhythm. And I'm going to read the names that really stood out tonight. Every single one of the guys, pretty much, that were active for this game stood out. Cam Thomas, DaRon Sharpe, Patty Mills, Edmond Sumner, Markieff Morris, Kessler Edwards, Yuta Watanabe, David Duke Jr. That was your lineup tonight. And every single one of those 8 guys stepped up huge. Stepped up huge. The Nets had 59 rebounds in the game. 29 more rebounds than the Indiana Pacers. 59-30, they out-rebounded the Pacers. They had 29 offensive rebounds, and they had 37 second chance points. The Brooklyn Nets, without their 8 top players. I mean, you want to talk about the guys that were pretty much eliminated or they were pretty much inactive? Limited minutes, didn't get any minutes on this team this whole entire time. And now, after the effort this team did and played with tonight against one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference right now, this team has scary depth just by the effort they put out tonight. And if this team can get the play like they did from these guys on the depth bench, this Nets team might be a lot harder to beat than we thought. Now, it's just one game. Yes, I understand. It's one game. You know, can't go crazy about it. Have to see how this team plays the rest of the games in the season. But for one game tonight, without 8 of your top players, arguably your 8 top players, what an effort tonight by the Brooklyn Nets. 52 from 100, 52% from the field. Now, the three-point percentage wasn't that great. I'll admit it. 32% from the field. But the effort off the glass was stupendous. Stupendous. And I'm going to circle a few guys who really stepped up their game tonight. The Nets had 6 players in double figures tonight. 6. Cam Thomas and DaRon Sharpe and Patty Mills and Edmond Sumner. 4 guys that have either had limited minutes or have been inactive. All 4 of them had step-up monster games. And no slight to David Duke Jr., Yuta Watanabe, and Markieff Morris, because they also played a key role in this game. DaRon Sharpe had 21 of his 33 points in the 4th quarter. Shout out to my guy, Big Fan Breezy, who is a big supporter of Cam Thomas. He says Cam Thomas can have these types of games. We've all seen Cam Thomas have these types of games. And you know what he did? He went out there and showed he can have these types of games. He was 13 for 20 from the field, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. 33 points to lead the Nets tonight. What a hell of an effort by Cam Thomas. In 29 minutes, he had 33 points. He shot the lights out tonight. How about DaRon Sharpe? A guy that has been trying to get back in the rotation. A guy who has been dogged about because he's had conditioning issues. Well, he sure as hell didn't look like he had conditioning issues tonight. He had 9 offensive rebounds overall with his 12 rebounds on the game. He had 2 block shots, 20 points in 32 minutes, 8 of 13 shooting for DaRon Sharpe. And how about Patty Mills, who has not even played in 7 straight games? 10 for 20 from the field, 3 of 8 from the three-point line. In 34 minutes, he had 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. How about Patty Mills? How about Edmond Sumner? Now, he did commit some bad fouls at the end, but Sumner was consistent most of the night. 27 minutes, he was 7 of 13 from the field, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 2 steals in the game. And Markieff Morris, who's barely played too. 32 minutes, he had 15 points and 11 rebounds. And 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. 4 for 7 from the field. Even guys that have not played at all. Yuta Watanabe just came back from a 6-game absence. In 21 minutes, he was 4 for 10 from the field, 1 for 5 from the three-point line, 1 for 2 from the foul line. He had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal for 10 points. Just coming back on the lineup. And how about Kessler Edwards and David Duke Jr.? Edwards, who has pretty much been in the G League this whole time. 35 minutes, 9 rebounds, 6 points, solid defense on the outside. He wasn't spectacular, but he didn't have to be. 3 for 9 from the field. And David Duke Jr., Mr. Intangible, Mr. Tough Grit player out there. 25 minutes, 3 of 8 from the field, 7 points, 3 assists, 1 steal. And even though he really didn't play that much, the rookie Alondas Williams, the undrafted free agent the Nets signed in the offseason, got his first minutes in the NBA. Alondas Williams out of Wake Forest. He had 1 rebound and 2 turnovers and 1 personal foul. But you want to talk about a statement game for this team. This was easily the most impressive win the Nets have had all season. And it's not even close. The fact that you had 8 best players, I'll name them again: Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Joe Harris, Nicolas Claxton, Royce O'Neal, TJ Warren. All 8 of those guys did not play tonight, and the Nets go out there and have this kind of effort. Now, the defense wasn't great. Obviously, when you give up 133 points, it's not great. But at the same time, look at the players that are playing. These are either guys that have been in the G League, these are guys that have been inactive, or these are guys that have had limited minutes in these past few games. What a hell of an effort tonight by this team. I'm so happy right now as a Nets fan. This is the happiest moment all season as a Nets fan right now, how I feel. Because the effort that this team put out there, the incredible heart, determination, and grit and team basketball this team put out there tonight. I'm proud of this team. I am proud of the 9 guys that suited up for the Nets tonight, taking over for the other guys that sat. And I would be honest, I thought the Nets were not going to win this game. In fact, I thought it could have gotten ugly. But kudos to these 9 players that played tonight. And they all just proved every single one of them deserved to have some minutes. And now, Jacques Vaughn, your job just got a hell of a lot tougher because this team has some serious depth on it. Serious depth. And to start it off, Cam Thomas and DaRon Sharpe and even Patty Mills should get some minutes again. After the effort they put out tonight, they should get some minutes when you get all these other guys back. And the Nets are pretty much a healthy team now. I mean, everybody that pretty much sat out, maybe besides Claxton, who's got the hamstring injury, but I think he's not going to be out long term. This team is pretty much healthy now, so Jacques Vaughn is really going to have to try to divide up the minutes. And an effort like this tonight, it's going to make it a lot easier if you want to lighten the load on Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and Ben Simmons and your top players. This was such an impressive win by the Brooklyn Nets tonight. It really was. Like I said, 59 rebounds in this game. 3 players on this team almost had double-digit rebounds. 3. In fact, everybody in the starting lineup had 6 rebounds or more. 7 players had 6 rebounds, or 6 players had 6 rebounds or more. That's cleaning up the glass. That is a dominant effort on the boards, and that should really get Jacques Vaughn looking at what he might have to do with this lineup. This was wonderful. And like I said, Markieff Morris, Kessler Edwards, DaRon Sharpe, Patty Mills, Edmond Sumner, Yuta Watanabe, Cam Thomas, David Duke Jr. 8 players that have either had limited minutes, have been out with injury, or they've been in the G League. Led this team to a 136-133 victory over one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference that have had our number with our starters out there. You don't think that's a wake-up call to the players that didn't play now? To a Seth Curry? To a Joe Harris? To a Nicolas Claxton? A Royce O'Neal? A Ben Simmons? Obviously, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving will be fine. TJ Warren? The one thing I talked about with this Nets team before the season started is this team has some serious depth. That's the one thing I said about the Nets, is they have the most depth they've had since Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving came into this team. And this game tonight pretty much proved my point that this team has got depth. A lot of it. And how about your young players and your veterans, like I said, that have not played in pretty much 5, 6, 7 games, have been G League inactives, have been G League players, have been inactives game in and game out. And they stepped the hell up, and they showed Jacques Vaughn and this organization they deserve some minutes. I love it. Congratulations to this basketball team. You made this Net fan and all the other Nets fans proud tonight with the effort and the teamwork and the grit and the heart you threw out there tonight. What a hell of a win. Absolutely hell of a win by this basketball team tonight. Hell of a win. And I'm damn proud tonight to be a Nets fan. This is one of those nights where I am damn proud to be a Nets fan. Thank you for the effort and the game you guys played tonight. And now this team is 16-12. 16-12 on the season. They've now won 3 in a row, and they have a date in Washington on Monday night at 7 o'clock. And they've already handled Washington the past couple of times they played them. This team they were on a 4-game winning streak. They lost to Boston in a tough game, and now they come right back and they're on another 3-game winning streak. I think this team is right now riding the ship. Now, it's still maybe a little bit too early to tell, but this team is riding the ship. They're becoming the team, slowly but surely, that the Nets fans have been waiting to see all season. And now this team has some serious depth on it. This team can go 10, 11, 12 deep. If you want to rest some players because they're a little banged up, you can do that. Now you can go play by matchup. Like I said, Cam Thomas and DaRon Sharpe especially, I want them in the lineup more consistently. Get them in the lineup. 5 minutes for them. Patty Mills should get some of his minutes back. Markieff Morris should get some of his minutes back. I know Watanabe and Sumner are going to play. Hell, even get some minutes for Kessler Edwards and David Duke Jr. But now the head coach, Jacques Vaughn, he has more to use now in terms of this game, in terms of this team. This was one of those types of wins that really energizes a fan base. And it energizes a basketball team. The fact that you sat 8 of your best players going on the road against one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference that has had your number so far this year, and you go out there on the road with a bunch of guys that are either in the G League, inactive for most games, or coming off injuries, just coming back tonight, and you put out the game like you did tonight in a winning effort. This is a damn good win. This is a statement win for the Nets tonight. A statement win. There's still more work to do. Let's see what this team can do against Washington. Because I'm assuming all the guys that sat out tonight are going to be back on that game. But either way, what a goddamn effort and a team win by the Brooklyn Nets tonight. I'm damn proud of this basketball team. Thank you for the effort you gave tonight. Thank you, Cam Thomas, DaRon Sharpe, Patty Mills, Yuta Watanabe, Markieff Morris, Edmond Sumner, Kessler Edwards, David Duke Jr. And I'll throw Alondas Williams in there too. Thank you. So as a Nets fan, this is the type of win that really puts a smile on your face. It really does. This is what makes you proud to be a Nets fan. I had to get that out. Because this win tonight got me fired up as a fan. It did. As much as I've crushed this basketball team, and I've been one of the biggest proponents of this basketball team, tonight really made me smile. Tonight is one of the reasons why I love this organization, I love this team, because of the grit and the effort and the heart and the determination of the team basketball. And guys that haven't gotten as much of an opportunity because they were playing ineffective, or because they just weren't in the right mindset, or because they just didn't have they couldn't get the minutes. They went out there and made a statement, and they showed this Nets team has a hell of a lot more depth than people thought. So that's my BKN game recap for the Nets' 136-133 victory over the Indiana Pacers. If you like this video, hit the like button below. Sub up if you haven't already to NYGJeffyT85 for more breaking news, updates, chatter, and game recaps surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. Turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short that's going to be on the channel around the Brooklyn Nets. And you guys let me know in the comment section how you're feeling right now as a Nets fan. 3 in a row. 8 of our best players not playing tonight. And the Nets go out to Indianapolis, Indiana, and shock and stun the Pacers and get a 136-133 victory. What an effort by this team. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. Take it easy, and as always, let's go Brooklyn Nets. It's a goddamn Nets world. And guess what? You all just live in it.